Hey guys, Sean here with OneStopSportsInvestors.com, and today I'm talking about a very hot sports betting product out there, Sports Betting Professor, but I'm really going to talk about how to actually win with it, the keys to success for winning there. So that's going to be a great topic. Before I get started, just to let you know, I am giving away a free report, Sports Investing Secrets, how to turn $1,000 into over $1 million in less than 5 years betting on sports. So it's absolutely free. Once you're done with the video, go over there and grab yourself a free copy of that there. So without further ado, let's get started here. Sports Betting Professor, the secrets to success. For those who have heard of Sports Betting Professor and are still on the fence about it, you can visit the website actually to get more information about it at you see the address at the bottom there, onestopsportsinvestors.com/sbp.php. SBP is for the Sports Betting Professor. And you can check out the site. It's actually a great program. I've also done some other videos with complete reviews on this product, but that's not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how to actually use this sort of program to actually profit, and the secrets really to success of it. So, why most people fail with Sports Betting Professor? Well, the main two reasons are greed and that they're betting too much per series. For those of you that are familiar with Sports Betting Professor, you know that it works on a three-step betting system. So it's a progressive system. So when you lose the when you bet your amount, whatever, and if you lose that one, your second bet actually is to make up for the first bet and the profit amount, and there's also a third level as well to make up for those bets as well. So basically, to be successful with it, though, you need to be able to manage your bankroll. The bankroll management is very, very important, as well as you need to be very, very disciplined and stick to the system and let it sort of work itself out. So what people mostly want to know is then, well, how much should I be betting per series? Okay, and this is where a lot of people do fail, because they're betting too much per series, that when one of the series lose, and they will lose, that they wipe out their entire bankroll, and then they say, well, Sports Betting Professor is a scam. It's just because they're not using it properly. So how much should you bet? Well, personally, what I use and personally recommend is anywhere from 2 to 4%. No more than 4% of your entire bankroll should ever be bet on one given series. That's where people run into trouble there. So I know it doesn't sound as it might shock some of you that we're putting this low amounts, but basically we're trying to use the system and build profits and build wealth with sort of small gains, and sort of letting compound interest take over for that. So what's that mean here? Let's look over the results that Sports Betting Professor has actually experienced over the last NFL and NBA seasons. You see the results there. Remember, these are series bets there. So 33-2, that's 33 wins on the series, 2 losses on a series there. So what does that translate into? Well, over the last 3 years in NFL and NBA, the total record is 339-20, which actually works out to a 94.4 win rate. It's on the series there. If you visit the website, you can check it out at the bottom there, onestopsportsinvestors.com/SBP.php. That will take you directly to the site, but he's actually advertising winning 90% of his bets, but in fact, over the last 3 years, it's actually been 94.4%, which is even better for you and myself. So let's look how these numbers break down. So out of the last 3 years, there's been a total amount of betting series that you could have wagered on were 359. Out of those ones from the slide I showed you and from his actual results, you won 339. Now the 20 losses, what that works out to, because it is a progressive system, that each loss is actually worth 7.7 wins, because basically you throw in the loss in there plus the juice that the sports books take on your loss there, the 10% that the sports books keep. Those 20 wins actually translate into 154 sort of losses there. So what's that mean for you there is total net series wins is actually 185 out of the last 3 seasons, which is impressive in itself. If you were to use the 2% formula, that would be a 370% increase. You can see there the 3% is 555, and the 4%, if you're using the 4% bankroll betting amount, you'd be 740% return on your investment. That's really incredible. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not getting that from the bank or in the market these days. So that's what's good there. If you look at the average season increases there, we're talking 62% per season, and you're getting 2 seasons a year, so that's well over 100% each year. Average season increase there for the 3% is 92.5, and the 4% you can see is at 123. What I really want to show you guys is sort of how that translates into the money amount. So a $20 better is basically almost up $4,000. A $50 better is up almost $10,000. A $100 better is over $18,000, and a $500 better is up at $92,000 in a very, very short time, just under 3 years there. But what's important here is let's see what would happen if you actually were to compound those returns that we saw there, as opposed to just keeping your bets exactly the same. And this is where it really does get exciting here. So I'm going to show you an example here, and in this example I'm going to say your starting bankroll, let's say, is $1,000, and I'm going to use it right in the middle there. I showed you the numbers for the 2, 3, and 4%, depending on what you would have wagered with. I'm going to go right in the middle, and for this example use the 3% increase, and we saw the average season increase was 92.5%. So, and the compound frequency is going to be actually after each season. So let's see sort of how that looks if you were to compound it like that. And what I mean is at the end of the NFL season, the 2006 NFL season, your bankroll, instead of being $1,000 with an increase of 92.5%, would actually be at $1,925. So what that means is, though, that your NBA, now by compounding it, your 3% amount now should be based off your new ending bankroll of $1,925, not the $1,000. So you're, without you putting any more money back into the system, but just sort of letting it sort of work itself out here, you're able to increase your betting amounts and see what happens there. So in a short time, starting with $1,000, again, not adding any more of your own money back into your bankroll, you could have turned your $1,000 initial bankroll into over $50,000 in less than 3 years, and that's really some incredible results there. And then let that continue, with this season coming up and the next couple of seasons, you can really explode that by following these same sort of principles there. So let's see what translates. It's not like you have any more series to bet on. So we weren't betting on any more games. We were just basically using the same results that were experienced from the sports betting professor over the last 3 years. So you still got the same amount of series, same amount of losses, same amount of net wins, but instead of an increase of 555%, you actually almost have a 5,000% increase over that time, which translates into almost a 500% increase per season on your bankroll on average. So that's pretty cool. And again, those types of numbers, you're not getting those types of numbers definitely from the bank or in the market these days there. So anyway, guys, if you want to get started with the sports betting professor and actually use it properly and start making some serious money with it, you can visit it. The address is right there, onestopsportsinvestors.com/SBP.php. Go visit the sports professor there. Actually, Rich is giving away 30 days of his service at the time of this recording, 30 days of his service to he's actually for $5. So if you're interested, go ahead and grab that and at the website there. And before I get started, if you haven't already, you can visit my site, onestopsportsinvestors.com. Grab yourself a free copy of Sports Investing Secrets, and I'll show you how to turn 1,000 into over $1 million in less than 5 years betting on sports. So grab a free copy of that. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.